nothing when I see ya. Limes and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. You look like the gym, your favorite hobby. Swear you the baddest at the party. Two-turn to go right in the Audi. She gon' ride it like a Kawasaki. Anything you can do, I can do better. You got your juice, but the sauce is forever. Shopping at Marshalls, I buy Gucci sweater. Just spend a rack on my mace and my jealous. That bitch, body, skin tone, looking like she came from the island. Off-white, fashion over, never needed stylist. Love getting high, that's my new co-pilot.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope you guys had an awesome week. My name is Sweatpant Jesus.
And this is Vsaaauce here, gang. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all on this beautiful Friday night.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by for your all sauce team. Appreciate you guys being here. This is brought to you by Betting News. We've got such an awesome show today, dude. I'm like shaking. I'm so excited how much vibes we're gonna have in the house today. I'm so stoked.
Literally, Vibe King in the house today. It's gonna be an exciting show, gang.
We have the Vibe King himself here. Really stoked to have you guys with us as well. Thanks so much for stopping by. We're going to be talking all about the NBA today. A massive slate, 13 games. We're getting to the nitty-gritty point of the season. And it is there are some awesome spots that are happening out there tonight. We got Austin in the house. Let's go. What's going on, brother? We got Walmart Mac Miller. Mush is here, but he'll be here in just a second. Legit. So V, how we feeling today, homie? You doing good?
Feeling great. It's Friday. I just got home from clinic. It's gonna be a good day. You know, crack open a beverage. Let's discuss some NBA. Let's hit LA today.
We are hitting LA today. I don't know about you guys, but the vibes could not be higher. I've already peeped the slate as per usual. So is Vsaaauce, and I said earlier that I was really busy today, and I started looking at Twitter, and V posted some stuff out there. Let's go. We've got a first-time viewer. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let's get it. Thanks so much for being here. Yeah, clinic. You just left the clinic, and now you're coming back into the clinic because we're about to do a clinic.
Now we're about to scrub into surgery.
Yep, right? Scrubbing. Get it nice and ready. Get it nice and ready. Word. Well, as soon as our special guest joins us backstage, I'll bring him on. Made him a really nice little video to get him fired up for you guys today. But so how we're gonna do things on this show? We're gonna play a little game to get us started as soon as our guest gets on here. Get the vibes out before we get rocking and rolling, and then we're gonna go through talk about the main matchups tonight. We picked 4 games on the hardwood, some Eastern Conference matchups, some Western Conference matchups. There's some big games tonight that need to be talked about, and then we're going to cook up a lotto. And V was actually saying that we're going to do a lotto that's only going to be on this channel. It is literally only going to be here. So we're going to cook it up here. We're not going to post it anywhere else. So if you guys want to ride with us, you got to stay around until the end. And we will be vibing the entire time. So we appreciate you guys being here and getting rocking and rolling. And auto. Exactly.
Has Mush arrived yet? Not yet?
Mush has not arrived yet.
Well, while we wait for him, let me give you guys a couple of home run hitters that I'm on today. I'm tailing my boy SK, a couple of guys that he really likes. Jose Ramirez. And forgive me if I butcher these names or if I get them wrong, but I might even know just the last name of some of these guys. Then the other guy is Kyle Tucker. Something Bregman.
Yeah, Kyle Bregman. No, Alec Bregman. Sorry.
And his favorite today is none other than Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan.
I'm gonna need everybody in gang to fucking hop on this shit with us.
That's the vibes we needed to get started on this NBA show with a couple gaggers to get us going. You can't be anything better than that. All right, Word. Well, we got our special guest in the house. I'm gonna give him his little intro because that's how we do things around these parts. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Let's get it. Look at this sexy man. What's up, brother? How you
that
doing?
is so good, man. That is so good. I sent you a couple songs and you picked the fucking perfect one. I appreciate the video, bro. That got me hyped. It's Friday, boys. Let's go. Come
Let's
on.
fucking go. We're so happy to have you here, dude. As soon as you sent me all those lists, I looked at the last one and I didn't even go any further.
No, it's a vibe. It's a vibe up in here. Yeah,
It's
you
a
want to get it
vibe.
popping. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Beautiful Friday, man. I was saying to everybody, we got the Vibe King up in here talking NBA. Probably feed us a little bit of baseball today too, right, Mush? I know you got one or two up your sleeve.
Yeah, we I was just with a lot of the folks that are in chat going through a little bit of baseball. And, I gave a disclaimer like, hey, I'm not the baseball guy. My unit size in baseball is basically like, is this going to pay for a round of drinks or the Uber ride home? I'm not going to get rich off of my baseball plays, but we're going to find some angles. And we found some angles. We found some good ones that I'm happy to pass along. We also found some very cheeky NBA props that I was not prepared to be on. But I think we have a couple entries for this lotto ticket for sure.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, and I was saying before you got on here, V had a fantastic idea, which is we're going to cook up a lotto with our 3 favorite lotto plays, and it's only going to be here. We're not posting it. It's only going to be here. So only the kids that are in the gang right now are going to know about this lotto and are going to ride with us.
Some good times. Big Friday, boys. Big Friday today. I'm excited.
Big Friday vibes. Word. Well, Mush, we appreciate you being here, dude. As always, bringing the vibes and ready to get this weekend rocking and rolling. So as you guys can tell, I'm wearing my Vancouver Grizzlies jersey, which is a perfect little segue for a little game we like to play on this show, and it is called. So this is Smash or Pass. If this is your first time joining the channel, we play this on every other show we do on the Betting News channel, which happens Tuesday through Saturday. So come and check us out. Smash or Pass works. I'm going to show a couple guys on the screen here, and these gentlemen are going to tell me whether they would smash or pass on this particular thing. We've done it with props before. We've done it with sides. But today we are going to look at some fresh NBA jerseys, some throwback kits. You guys are going to tell me.
That's a nice idea.
Hey, thanks, man. NZ actually did it on Puckett, our NHL show on Tuesday with some old jerseys. So I kept the vibes going. Yeah, for sure. All right, so Word, let's get us rolling here with this little jazz banger right here. From I think the 80s, from the Jazz. So
through the 90s.
Yeah, through the 90s.
I mean, that's an absolute smash for me, man. I love that jersey. I love the color scheme. I love the how childish those mountains look. I don't know why. It just fucking speaks to me. I want everything to do with that jersey.
That's a hard smash. Hard smash. I'm trying to get the stash put out here with V, because we're all on it. We're all on it. Yeah, I'm smashing the hell out of that. I'm smashing the hell out of that uniform, and I'm calling it back the next day and trying to set up maybe even a daytime smash. That's a hard smash.
You're taking it. You're doing the morning smash, the breakfast, and then the afternoon, right?
100%. I'm cooking you breakfast, and then we're smashing, and then I'm getting you an Uber home. But then I'm having flowers being delivered to you before you even get home, and then I'm coming back for another evening smash.
That's the most wooing that the Jazz have ever had done to them.
Absolutely.
Word. All right, so hard smash. I like that one too. I love the purple. I think that's a really fine jersey. All right, so this is a little bit more of a recent one. This is the Miami Heat, kind of the Miami Vice jersey. What do you guys think about that one? Smash or pass on that bad boy?
I'm gonna have to pass on this one, man. I just feel like, you know why? It's just these Miami Vice jerseys. When I see them, I always see them in that baby powder blue. You know what I mean? That's the one that I love the most. I don't like the pink ones. I don't really like these ones. I don't know why they got rid of the powder blue, but I'm gonna pass on these Miami Vice ones, the white ones. Nah.
Yeah, I would say that I would smash, but after several drinks. You know what I mean? It's not like walking down the street, smash on sight. It's more so like I could be convinced to smash a little bit. I could be somewhat convinced to smash, but I'm not smashing in every city. Like I'll smash in Miami after a couple, but I'm not gonna smash and say like, "Hey, I'm gonna bring you home to mom." It's kind of like a dirty smash, a dirty forgetful smash.
Nobody ever knows.
You got to take a few shots before you smash.
100%,
I
100%.
actually really like this one. I mean, I know the white is. I was gonna find the picture of that kind of hot pink one. I do like that one as my favorite as well.
Mhm.
But I kind of like these jerseys. They're pretty fresh. So it's a smash for me. But I think after a couple of bevs, I'd be rolling all up in it. Word. All right, so we got one more, and this one's actually. I'll be interested to see what you guys think about this. This is a little bit more of a classic one. Obviously not a team anymore. We got the Supersonics.
I'm taking this jersey home to meet the parents right away. Right away.
Ooh.
This is the kind of jersey that you only engage to for like 2 months, and then you right away. You know what I mean? You jump right in. You jump right in. I want to have babies with that jersey. Little Seattle Sonics super baby jerseys.
Yeah.
This one has I would say, kind of a near and dear place in my heart because of the color scheme and because the Sonics existed when I was a kid, right? And growing up near Oakland with the A's, green and gold were my high school colors as well. So I'm smashing this, but this is like the Jazz are like a raunchy, just like weekend full smash. We already mentioned the Miami is like a regretful, like gotta kind of like coerce myself into it. This is a, like V said, this is a date. This is a smash respectfully.
Mhm.
This is a treat you right smash. This is
a
the homie smash.
This is I might wait 3 dates before I smash.
This is I don't know if I want to smash on the
Maybe.
first date because I want to smash so bad.
Yeah. You bring out the flowers and you actually cook dinner. That's what's going on with this one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like this one too. I didn't really bring any ugly ones in this situation just because there's so many. I mean, there are some doozies on the NBA from some old jerseys.
If you get the old Warriors orange jersey, I think that is literally the ugliest uniform that's
the ones that Andres Biedrins played in.
Oh yeah, that's a throwback. Andres
That-
Biedrich and Monte
Baron
Ellis.
Davis. Those are
yeah.
the jerseys that Baron Davis guys beat the shit out of that one-seeded Mavs team, though.
Yes, sir.
Oh God,
Yes, sir. We believe.
burnt orange on Baron Davis with that shitty ass headband he had on, dude. I can
Quickly,
see that with
is
my
there a
face.
jersey you guys can think of this season that you just absolutely hate?
Hate?
In
I was
the
gonna say,
NBA,
there's one that I
I have
love.
one. There's one that I hate, and it's that Portland black and green jersey, dude.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know
that one's
what
ugly.
the hell is going on
interesting.
there.
that
And,
one's-
Isn't there like did Dallas come out with a lime green one? I'm not a lime green dude.
with
think
that
Dallas
like
came
weird
out with
font too? Like what
Yeah.
Enough of this.
Miss me with the lime green.
I do actually kind of like the Timberwolves lime green jersey, but that one's the only lime green that is acceptable to me.
You
on
know,
the hardwood.
I'll tell you why though, because Mush, like he just said, green and gold close to the heart, you know, all that stuff. Lime green, not. It reminds him of the Seattle Seahawks, and fuck those guys. So
fucking
that's a little
nailed it,
triggering
man.
for this guy.
That's literally
Fuck
it.
those guys.
This was a therapy session. You just discovered why the lime green is so triggering for me. It's absolutely the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
100%.
And how does that make you feel, Mush?
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed.
Word. All right, so I guess we're all smashing on those, and I'll put this one up on the screen. But actually, what we're gonna do is this is the Vancouver Grizzlies jersey, but I'll just oh shit, I can't because of the green screen. But I'll just show you guys what's
Yes.
with it.
And is that Triple J?
No, this is actually Mike Miller back in the day. So
Mike
him and
Miller.
him.
Yeah.
So
Stud.
Mike Miller. So I'm from Tennessee, and I was a big Grizzlies fan. Not so much anymore, which is kind of weird. But I used to love Mike Miller and Jason Williams. They were my two favorite players growing up. I kind of styled my game about like after Mike Miller. So I always had a special place in my heart for Eminem, especially when he went and played with LeBron in Miami. That was a good time for me. So. Yeah, this is a hard smash for me, as you can tell. But what do you guys think about this? You're not going to hurt my feelings if you say no. It's okay.
Absolute smash. This is one of my favorite jerseys of all time. The Vancouver Grizzlies.
Jason Williams.
Yep.
Jason Williams. That's who I think of when I see that jersey. It was Jason Williams in the 55.
Yeah.
I think way back, like when I was youngest kid. Just white chocolate, man. White chocolate. How are you gonna grow up watching sports, being a sports fan? And what up, Sandy? How we doing?
Sandy.
But, I mean, like, was the behind the back off the elbow pass that he would do? Like, come on, man. He was one of the greatest to ever do it. That's who I think of. Him and Mike Bibby, who obviously Arizona Wildcat.
Mike Bibby, dude. That's some real throwback right there.
They both went to
the Kings,
Sacramento.
Right? Yep.
Whatever. We'll get to it, but that's I wonder if there was a trade that went down for that or something.
That's a good question in chat. If anybody has some serious like back knowledge of,
for sure.
of trades, that there's probably somebody that knows that shit besides Google, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, I love White Chocolate, dude. There's a really awesome hype video of him. If you go on YouTube, if you got 2 minutes, and go check out that video of all of his just sick, nasty passes.
Mm-hmm.
So. Word. All right. Well, that was a little bit of fun to get us started, but now we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of the show. But that was smash. Word. All right. So this is what you guys came for. Like I said, appreciate all you guys being here. Love having Mush with us on this beautiful Friday. We do this show every Friday. Me and Vsaaauce will be having some more guests rolling through, talking about the NBA, especially when we get into the playoffs. We got a big slate today, gents. 13 games. And obviously a lot of them, there's some massive spreads out there. So some of these games I don't even want to touch with a 10-foot pole. I was thinking about talking about your Dubs today, Mush, but they're a 17-point favorite. I don't think that game is worth talking about.
Just because you brought it up, I did see this ticket out on like the Twitterverse everywhere. I don't want to say where it was because I don't, there's paid discords, et cetera. But I to see a Warriors to win by 31 plus, Kings to win by 31 plus ticket that I do think could very, very well hit. And as I say that, I'm handing my phone to my boy to lock it in.
I mean, the Kings just beat the Blazers by 40 last night. So
I mean, look at these spreads, dude. Vegas thinks it's gonna be a fuck show. Like,
yeah, and absolutely.
We haven't seen a 17-point spread in the NBA all season. Not even.
Now we have like 2 of them. Almost no. I guess the Kings aren't 17-point favorites.
I'm honestly surprised that we aren't letting. I was expecting to see like Draymond sitting, Clay sitting, like someone sitting, but I mean they
can't sacrifice it. They can't risk. Like I feel like no team outside of the 3rd seed in the West right now can like even risk any kind of fuckery.
For sure.
Sandy, just hang on, bro, because we gonna get to it. We're gonna talk about this.
Sandy, we're taking the Lakers with you today, bro. We're taking the Lakers.
We're gonna talk about it. I'm also on the Lakers too. But all right, so let's start with this Raptors 76ers game. 76ers are 5-point favorites in Philadelphia tonight. The over-under is 224. Not seeing any major injury news here, so I think that everybody's playing from what I can tell. Gentlemen, what are we kind of seeing on this? What are we kind of seeing on this game here? Do you guys have a play in this one?
Sorry, Sandy's just killing me right now.
I haven't bet it, but just sharing.
It's for sure rigged.
Yeah.
I agree, especially after Rudy Gobert's comments. I woke up this morning. I was saying to my boy, I was like, the refs are gonna come and be like, Rudy, watch us do whatever the fuck we want, and you can't do anything about it. And the Lakers are probably, anyways. But
actually, you know what? Fuck it. Instead, let's come back to this game. We're already talking about it, so let's just go to this Lakers Wolves game.
It's the most exciting game on the schedule today.
Yeah,
on a very, very weird schedule in the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. All right, so we got the Lakers Wolves. It was a little bit closer earlier today. It's now a 2.5-point. The Lakers are 2.5-point favorites in Target Center in Minneapolis tonight. The over/under is 232.5. I want to hear what you guys are thinking on this game. I have a play in this game too, but I want to hear what you guys are seeing out there for this.
Mush, why don't you start us off? I keep interrupting everybody.
No, I was really gonna let you start us off, V. Ooh. I want to hear because for me, like my instinct is saying let's go with D'Lo going back to Minnesota and popping some threes. I think it's tough to get right on this side. I would say gut says over. So I'm got a drag race going on here in downtown San Diego. How you doing?
Over under drag race
says over, so I'm pulling up the splits right now just to see kind of like what we're working with here. But I like D'Lo. I love hitting these kind of like not revenge, but D'Lo wants to show out. So if we're getting over 1.5 threes against a T-Wolves team that doesn't really guard the perimeter all that well,
I don't know. 1.5?
I don't know what it is. I haven't looked at that yet.
I think it's 2.5.
I'll look at it right now.
But I love that angle, Mush. I was looking at this too. Like everything I have written down here, it's D'Lo Vanderbilt is playing against his former team. Malik Beasley's playing against his former team. You know what I mean? There's a lot of dudes like that were traded from the Lakers to other teams. Like D'Lo was playing with the Wolves, so was Vanderbilt and Beasley. Vanderbilt and Beasley were traded in that Rudy Gobert trade to Utah. Now they're all back together in LA, playing against this Wolves team back in Minnesota, a team that, a place where they've played a lot of games, spent a lot of time, probably have friends, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? It should be a good night for all of these guys. I love that angle.
I'm interested because sometimes in those situations, especially because it's Friday night too, maybe it happens after the game, but they might have gone out with their homies last night, you know, depending on when they came in, seen their boys in Minnesota.
I mean, it's frigid in Minnesota.
That's true. All you got to do is just knock it back a few beverages and you're feeling better. But
no, I feel that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, could be. I did look at this D'Lo line. Mush, to answer your question on FanDuel right now, the over 2.5 is -128 for D'Lo, for D'Lo to hit 2.5 over 2.5 threes. My favorite play in this game, and I'm not gonna steal your thunder, V, because I know you're on it too. You tweeted it out before I did earlier today. I already booked this 4+ in a lotto that I put together last night. I love Cat tonight. I know that he's such a polarizing figure to bet on, but he's back. Since he's come back, he not only is making a lot of threes, he's shooting a bunch of threes. I'm not going to steal too much more of your thunder because I know you want to talk about it some more. So I'll let you talk about it a little bit more. But I love Cat tonight, dude.
I love it, man. I got it at +145 on Bet365, which is the best line I could find. And I think that the books are kind of now realizing that his line at 1.5 doesn't make any sense. 1, for the volume that he shoots, and 2, for the how well he shoots. In 3 games since coming back, he was 2 of 3 in the first game. Then he took 9 and 10 attempts in the second ones. I think he made 3 and 4 respectively in those 2 games. So he's definitely up the volume. And the other thing too is Cat, when he I've noticed in watching his game, when he's playing against dudes that are a little bit bigger, stronger than him, he doesn't like to come play inside. He doesn't want to post up. He wants to beat you on the perimeter with some pump fakes, drives to the hoop. He likes to tend to play like a guard a little bit. He should be also drawing Vanderbilt, I think, a lot of matchups, just because we're going to see him and Gobert both kind of starting for this Wolves lineup, right? So we're going to see Anthony Davis have to take a bulk of the duty of guarding Rudy Gobert, I'm
going to be interested to see that matchup. That's going to be very interesting.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And I just think that Cat's going to do a lot to stretch the floor, open the floor for Rudy in the middle. And I think, like Mush said, it's going to be a high-scoring game. Everybody in this game wants to score points. You know what I mean? The Wolves, everybody loves to beat the Lakers. Everybody loves to score a lot of points on the Lakers, right? That's just a fact. Lakers are going to need to score a lot of points on this Wolves team to win this game. And I just think that there's a lot to go around. It's a great game for a bunch of props. I love this Cat line. Another dude that I was looking at was D'Lo, over 17.5 points or threes.
Well, his 4+ threes right now on FanDuel is +210. And when he gets hot, especially in his former gym, I feel like he could definitely start hucking him up for sure.
Much, is there something you want to add?
Yeah. I'm seeing that 6 total players in the Minnesota locker room are feeling under the weather.
Oof. That's probably why this line moved to 2.5.
6. Naz Reid and Kyle Anderson are definitely out. Cat is questionable. And who else? Anthony Edwards, Noel, Prince, Rivers. All these guys are game time decisions.
All right.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
So,
Towns, it's looking like he was kind of dealing with a calf issue. He's now dealing with an illness that seems to be going around Minnesota's locker room. 6 total players are on the injury report due to feeling under the fucking weather.
Where are you seeing this?
RotoWire.
Wow. See, this is why so we get the Mush report when you.
Dude, I literally got Lakers +1 this morning at the book when I went to play Slay there.
Me too. I wrote it. Yeah, Mush breaking.
I hate bringing that kind of news, but I mean, this is.
We don't have a breaking news thing, but that's perfect. I actually, V, I wrote about this on Betting News. If you guys want to go have a peep at this article I put together, I actually did like the Lakers at +chicky as well on the spread, but now it's flipped the other direction, and this makes sense, and I feel like it could move even more. So if you guys like the Lakers, I'd go ahead and take them now.
Dude, I'm kind of shook that this line still hasn't moved from what I'm seeing on my book.
You're not.
Yeah,
You
I
don't,
mean that could just be put out. It doesn't mean that they're out. It's just saying that it's an illness. Hopefully, it's not the vid, and they're just a little bit hungover. Pump them with some IV, let them get a little vitamin in their system, and keep it rolling.
that definitely changes the entire complex of this game, though. 100%.
It does. Well, I guess we can move on to the Raptors and Sixers then.
Maybe in the next 20 minutes or something, more information will come out and we can discuss it a tiny bit more. But yeah, that kind of changes a lot of stuff. So let's go back to what we were talking about before. We kind of peeked it a little bit. But Raptors versus the Sixers in Philly tonight. The Raptors really need to win this game. Sixers don't really need to win, but they do kind of need to win if they want to possibly catch the Celtics. Over-unders at 224. Like someone said in chat, I said before that no one is out. Tobias Harris is apparently out, so that was one person that I did not see. But Embiid's playing, Harden's playing, Siakam's in, Freddie VanVleet's playing. Everybody else, from what I'm seeing, is playing in this game. So what do you guys like in this one? I actually have a POD in this one, but I'll let you guys go first because then I want to drop some fun on you guys.
What did you see? What did you see here, B?
So honestly, not too much. The only kind of angle that I saw in this game, outside of maybe a Raptors, like I can't bet on the Raptors personally. I just think they have a vendetta out against me, but I can't bet against them either because the same reason. But I do think that Embiid, with all the comments that have been going around about him ducking Jokic, about MVP, about blah, 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 like it's still a tight race. You know what I mean? That one game is not going to dictate everything. If it did, Tatum would be the MVP because right now he's 6-1 versus Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid this season. Yeah, that's insanity. But this MVP race is tighter than it is, or tighter than it seems. And I think Embiid really thinks he still has a shot, which he does. You know, the only angle I could see in this is him coming out and having like a 35, 36-point game. Other than that, I couldn't really find anything that I was super comfortable taking in this game, whether it was a side, total, or a prop. So why don't you guys kind of take over this one?
Yeah, I mean, Scotty Barnes is a guy that I've tried to like be on the right side of. He is pretty hit or miss. I think the last game the Raptors had 3 dudes score over 20, and this is a game that if you guys were able to pop into the stream that I had, I was kind of harping and being like, this is something that I'm not looking at. I can't get on the right side of the Raptors. I can't get on the right side of the 76ers. It's a very tough game to bet on. And so when it was the first one that came up on the lineup, like, yeah, let's talk about it. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's fucking talk about it. He was like, because I was ready to completely ignore this one because I feel like the sentiment in the betting community is kind of the same, where it's like, you don't know what you're going to get from the Raptors. You don't really know what you're going to get from the 76ers.
I really
probably going to get a 30-point something out of Embiid. You know what I mean? Like, but other than that, I'm not too sure. Spicy P has treated me well. That's been the one shining light out of this matchup, is that I've been on the right side of Siakam.
All right, so I'll use that as a segue because my favorite play in this game is I was also gonna kind of just go over this game, but I had to glance at it just because we were gonna talk about it. So I did have to look at something, and I found a nugget, and it's one of my PODs. I'll go ahead and bring it up on the screen.
Gentlemen, love a good SPJ nugget.
Dude, finding the nugs is what I'm up to, man. It's over 7.5 rebounds. It's plus 100 right now on FanDuel. Now, here's the deal. So, Pascal Siakam over the last 8 games has 8+ rebounds in 7 of those 8 games. Against the 76ers, he's done it. He also has 10+ in 5 of his last 7. He's had a double-double in 5 straight games versus the 76ers. Double-double is plus 200 right now on FanDuel. He's also had 10+ in 4 of his last 5 versus the 76ers rebounds. I was kind of concerned maybe about the matchup, like if Embiid didn't play or like how Jakob Poeltl fits into this offense, but I don't care. The last 7 of his last 8 games, he's had 10+ boards or 8+ boards. I absolutely love this play. For the plus 100 too, I'm not really sure why it's plus chicky. Don't really care. I'm not going to read too far into it. I think he gets 8+. I think this game probably stays within the number till maybe near the end when the Philly maybe pulls away, but I have no idea what's going to happen with that. But I love Spice. Like you said, Mush, Spicy P has been really nice to me as well. I liked betting on him earlier this season. I haven't touched him in a while, but this rebounding prop's really speaking to me. I mean, 10+ is plus 230. It's hitting literally 4 of his last 5 against the Philadelphia 76ers, and the double-double's hitting 5 straight. So he could do it with assists or rebounds, both, whatever. I mean, if you want to sprinkle the triple-double just for some fun, might be worth a sprink tonight. I could see Spicy P having a big game. Like I said, the Raptors really need to win this game a little bit more than the Sixers do. So and usually when that happens, based upon how they've been playing this season, Spicy P puts that on his back and likes to carry them to victory. So yeah, that's kind of what I was looking at. I literally peeped it 10 minutes before we went live. Loved it a bunch. Been excited to kind of talk about it. So I really like this play a lot. He'll have 3 boards now, no doubt, 100%. He will not grab a single board the entire game.
Bro, get that shit out of here,
bro.
Yeah.
I actually love this play at SPJ. I'm actually already on 10 plus. It's funny that you say that.
Let's go.
Because I have it locked in something else
Let's go.
that I have pending. But he's one of those guys that he loves to play against Embiid, and I think it's because they both have that. Like they're both from, like, I know Spicy's from Cameroon, I believe, or is that Embiid from Cameroon?
I think
And then,
Embiid's from Cameroon.
I feel like they're both Cameroon.
Are they both?
Both are from Cameroon. Yeah, both are from Cameroon. It's got confirmation from my analyst.
From the analyst on the
Here
side.
in the studio. But they're both from Cameroon. You know what I mean? They play better against each other. They've seen each other in the playoffs a bunch of times, right? Like, there's bad blood there and like competitive, like Cameroonian blood there. So it's gonna be a fun time. He gets up for these games, and I know Embiid does the same.
I also could see an Embiid 40 bomb tonight. I could totally see that, especially with Jokic not playing last night. He may not play again tonight, which is looking kind of like that's the deal. And I think Embiid's going to try to take advantage and put another big statement out there, because it's close, man. They're basically both minus 110 right now to win the MVP. It's kind of a game by game situation. I could totally see Embiid taking it seriously. Are you going to show us the view again? Oh,
No, I'm just gonna grab a beverage. But go on. Please.
Nice. He usually comes on and he shows the fucking beach, man.
I'll show you that too in a little bit.
Yeah, in a second. Yeah. But yeah, I could very much get down with Embiid, or just his regular points line at 32.5. I feel like it'd be a good play here. But
yeah,
like you guys said, it's hard to be on the right side of both of these teams. So yeah, don't blame me if you don't want to touch it with a 20-foot.
What's the total? 225?
224 is what I got right before we started.
It's
possibly moved a little bit, but
I mean, yeah, if I want to jump on anything, I almost would say the under. I know that we're talking about individual over points, but this is one where it's going to be like, you know, Siakam versus Embiid. You know what I mean? It's just it isn't going to be, you know, everyone's showing out. So I'm not betting aside. I love that you were locked and loaded for Spicy P, because I think a double is a phenomenal bet. Probably my favorite bet, if anything, in this game. Sure.
I'm surprised it's plus 200, to be honest. I mean, five is last 5. I mean, it's really speaking to me. So I mean,
just because everybody in chat keeps asking what I parlayed it with, it's James Harden triple double, but shit's definitely not hitting.
You heard it here first.
I mean, dude, if you look at Siakam, he's had 4 double doubles in his last 5 games against the 76ers. So give me that at plus 200 all fucking day.
This is one of those matchups. They just hate each other, man. They absolutely hate each other. They want to fuck each other up, and I think it all starts with Spicy and Embiid.
Facts.
I love that.
Facts. That might be something, and that might be what I throw into our lotto when we get to that point. But we'll get there. All right, so let's move on to this next game. We'll pick up the tempo a little bit so we don't run out of time before these first games get going. Mush, I heard you have a play in this game that you really like, which I'm jazzed to hear about. So we got the Knicks versus the old Cavaliers in Cleveland tonight, minus 3.5 for the Cavs. Over under is set at 220. Mushington, I'll let you jump us off here. What's your read on this one, man?
Yeah, so really liked this read. I've gotten a little bit more spooked out by it because the Cavs do an exceptional job at guarding guards. However, Jalen Brunson is due for a big game, man. He has not had over 25. He's had over 25 points once. It's since the All-Star break. But he went into the All-Star break with, I think, 9 30-point games of the 12 going into the break. He was looking unbelievable. He was looking like a huge snub as an All-Star, but he's been a little bit banged up. I am on Jalen Brunson over points without Randall. I think the fact that the Knicks are a 3-point dog without their leader in almost every category is suspect. and I can see the Knicks pulling it out because the Knicks are actually a deep team. The Knicks are a deep team. I believe in this team. I could get behind betting on them or the over because the Knicks can sometimes let teams just run with it. But give me Jalen Brunson only if you're bold. Only if you're bold and you believe, because again, why are they putting his like, sure, Julius Randle's out, but he's only eclipsed 25 points once in like 9 games, and I don't know. I'm rocking with Brunson. I'm rocking with the Knicks. Give it to me.
So, sorry, SPJ, if you have to say something, I just want to add to this much. I love this play. I know that if you look at the numbers, and I've looked at the numbers, that they don't allow a lot of points to guards. The Cavs don't, but they don't allow a lot of points across the board, whether it's centers, power forwards, or small forwards. They just don't allow this. They're not a good matchup for any in particular position. But if you watch their games and you see it individually, they really give up a lot of points to guards that are slashing and finishing at the rim. Reason being, it's because Donovan Mitchell and both Garland, while not terrible defenders, play a lot of defense on their back foot. You know what I mean? So quick guards that get the ball and move quickly and move without the ball tend to like kind of go off against these guys. And especially if Jarrett Allen, like he was questionable last I saw. I'm not sure if he's playing tonight, but without his presence and shot blocking at the rim, I think this defense takes an even further step back. The fact that this spread is -3.5 for a Cavaliers home game with Julius Randle out doesn't make any sense to me. All that tells me is that there's going to be somebody going off. I've seen a couple people on RJ Barrett, but I don't know when the fuck it became a good idea to trust RJ Barrett over Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean?
It's also a good buy low spot because he hasn't been doing it. You know, obviously. I mean, I've seen some stuff in chat. I just want to kind of put this up here because Hovey's been spamming it. Obi Toppin. I heard Coins talking about this a little bit earlier today.
Yeah, Coins was saying that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing his line up right now on FanDuel, but just so you guys know in chat, I do like this a lot too. It's probably a good look. I don't think the line's going to be super high, and he does cook when Randall is not playing. But I would rather put my money on Brunson personally, just because he's going to have the ball in his hands. I mean, the Knicks need to win this game, and I do think they keep it close. I kind of like the Knickerbockers as well in this one. So. I don't have any deep analysis on this one. You guys covered it pretty well, so I won't go too far into anything else. Let's move on to this game, which is the Hawks versus the Nets. The Nets are +1.5 right now. Over under 240.5 right now is what I'm seeing on FanDuel. Gentlemen, do you have any thoughts on this game? Either one of you guys want to go first?
Which game is that? Hawks Nets.
Hawks Nets +1.5. Over under 240.5.
Yeah. Do you got an opinion, V?
I do, man. I do. I feel like this is going to be these net spreads haven't been making sense. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we'll get a short spread, sometimes we'll get a big spread, and we'll see them get blown out, or we'll see them win outright as a big dog. So they're just kind of all over the place, kind of figuring out their identity. But one thing remains constant with this team is how good fucking Mikal Bridges is. Yes. He's been so good. He was another guy that like a couple games ago whose line was back down to 24.5. You know, a place where you don't see it normally. I think Jalen Brunson is in a similar spot to that. Only reason I bring that up. But my favorite play in this game today is Nick Claxton, over 9.5 rebounds. Yeah. It's sitting at -120. I think double-double. Like I hit it last game for +165. It's down to +115. So I was just like, it's not really worth the value to me. But the reason I like this is because both Capella and Onyeka Okuwangu, I think is his name, the backup center. And the reason I bring them both up, they split up a lot of time. You know, Capella averages about 28, 29 minutes per game, and his backup's playing about a good 21 minutes per game. You know, it's not normal whether it's a conditioning thing or whether they just like working Onyeka into this lineup. You know what I mean? He's been playing well. He rebounds the ball really well, and I know people have like cashed out on him. But both these guys are not shooting bigs. They rebound, they stay inside for offensive rebounds, and that's where their bread and butter is. That's exactly why I love Nick Claxton. With the height that he brings at the rim, I feel like this is going to be a fast-paced game with hopefully a lot of missed shots and a lot of rebounding opportunities. I think Claxton, just the fact that he'll be kind of floating around the rim, both on the defensive end and on the offensive glass, will get us there. I think, 12, 13 plus is maybe hopefully where he lands at. I didn't get a good sprinkle on this just because the next highest ladder on my book is 13 plus. So I'm just kind of stay off of this. But over 9.5, I love this play for him. I think he eats versus the Nets. He's had 10 and 11 versus them, and he had 11 in the game that he played, I think, just 30 minutes in. Should be a close game. We're getting a close spread. I just love everything to do with this Claxton rebounding line.
I think for whatever reason, a lot of people like think the Hawks think Clint Capella big body and always get scared off of rebounds, but they allow the 25th least, so the sixth most rebounds to starting centers per 36 in the NBA. Claxton is certainly a dog. I think that it is something that I could put in a PP entry, but I'm all for Claxton to get his boards. Even if we're looking at, his blocks and steals as well, because the Hawks are a top 10 team in allowed blocks to starting centers. And that's where he grubs, man. He's getting 2 per game. So if he can get 3 and 1 steal, something like that. But I haven't looked at his line, but I'm all for Nick Claxton and boards today.
Sandy was the one that originally brought that Nick Claxton blocks and steal line to my knowledge earlier in the season.
Oh, yeah.
In the wagon portion of that, when he was hitting him like every single game, and then he kind of fell off a little bit, but now it's a good look today. I like his boards though. I really like this. This is from Chef in chat, which is great. Murray over everything. I like DeJounte for his points. It's over 19.5. I've already seen it to 20.5. Hitting 3 of his last 5 games. It's hitting his last 3 games against the Nets. He's had 24 plus in all 3 games versus the Nets as well. 2 of those games have been this season. One of them was last season with the Spurs, but DJ's been cooking with, especially in the last couple of weeks. He and Trae Young have finally figured out how to play with each other, whether they're on the court together or like splitting time. So I really like this look for Murray. I think that it's a good spot. I think a 20 spot for him is, you'll know pretty early on if he's going to get there. But I really like that, especially like I said, for -120 over 19.5 for DeJounte. Feels like a good line. Yeah, does this Sandy? What is this for? Over 3 of the last 3 versus Knicks this year. Oh, this is the blocks and steals for. Oh no, had 8 assists and 12 assists. Oh, sorry, I missed the beginning part of this. Mitchell over 3.5. Is assists?
I think Sandy's talking about a play that already hit, or maybe is it today?
No, for Mitchell. Mitchell assists.
Yeah, it's tonight. It's his assists.
That's sharp as shit. Sandy's such a prop guru now that they have the partnership with Props.Piss. It's incredible.
It's like he found the knowledge.
It's like all of a sudden, you know what I mean? He got good. But I don't know what happened to Sir. I'm still waiting for Sir to catch up.
Actually, we might have to have Sandman up here one day too, which would be nice.
Oh,
I kind of adopted that nickname for him, bro, because I know that you call him that, and every time I say his name now, it just immediately comes out of my mouth. So
Sandman,
apology. Yeah, Sandman. Yeah,
he is a Sandman.
I like that.
He's absolutely the Sandman.
All right, well, let's talk about this last game so we can get to cooking before these games tip off these other spots. We already kind of talked about it a little bit. It was the Lakers and the Wolves. The game, obviously, there's so many injuries or sickness or hungover or code or whatever they have. Whatever it is running through the Wolves locker room, or they all had too much fun last night, so we don't really know what's going on there. I have a unit on the Lakers +1 as well. Booked it earlier today. I'm kind of glad I have that. They'll probably lose out right now because they're going to be the Wolves are going to play their B team and the Lakers are going to lose. Watch.
Krabs right now is salivating at the mouth at the thought of taking the Wolves with everybody out.
2 hours ago, the Timberwolves PR tweeted that Noel, Prince, Rivers, Ryan, and Towns are questionable with an illness. Probable with an illness are Anderson and Edwards. Out is Naz Reid.
Yeah, and Cat, interesting note is he went from probable to questionable. That's never a good sign.
No. And that was the Mush injury report.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we love it.
Dropping shells. What up, boy? Happy Friday.
Yeah, the vibes are high, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. All right, we've talked about kind of the main games. I didn't go into any of the bigger spreads. I was gonna maybe talk about that Suns game. But there's still no news on Jokic, and I kind of think he's not playing, and I don't think this game's going to be. I think the Suns could win by 15 plus. Obviously, if did you guys watch that game last night with the Nuggets and the Pelicans?
I did not.
No, I watched. I had some financial stake in Brandon Ingram triple double, and he cashed for me on the last assist of the game, which was pretty awesome.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus it was plus 3,800. I did the 10 rebounds, 10 assists. I like that little cheeky sprink, which was great. Yeah. But I watched obviously this Nuggets team without Jokic, and they scored their season low in points last night. They could not hit what is it? They couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat, man. They were
actually a lottery team. Like this Nuggets team is actually a lottery team without you.
And I've seen news that Jamal Murray's questionable, MPJ's questionable. I could see them sitting all tonight, and then the Suns are going to win by
I feel like they've kind of shored up the first seed, haven't they?
There's still a tiny bit of in doubt if the Grizzlies like win the last 5 games basically, and the Nuggets just shit the bed. But I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I think they can take 1 or 2 games off. Like you're seeing the same from the Celtics tonight. Looks like it. A lot of guys sitting. I still think, honestly, it sounds stupid, but it makes me want to take the Celtics at -8.5 right now, whatever the line's sitting at. Because why the fuck is the line sitting there right now?
Mush, we have the bets. I love that.
What up, Doobie?
Word. All right, so that was talking about some games. Let's get to cooking. Let's get to cooking.
yeah.
Let's have some fun. All right, guys. So this is how it's going to work. We're going to make a lotto.
Yep.
We're going to put together our favorite, little sprink entries. Throw however much you want on it, depending upon your unit size and how you feel comfortable. But these are not guaranteed plays. These are for the vibes on a Friday night. We will enjoy that, and then we can cook up a regular guy with the time we have left, and then we'll let you guys get out of here and enjoy your fantastic weekend. Appreciate you guys rolling through and hanging out with us. So guys, where do we want to start?
Yeah, I have it. We
He's
have
got
not
it.
talked about this game.
Oh, word. Get it.
Give me the Markelle Fultz ladder in Washington.
Oh, dear
They're
God.
putting his points at 14.5. Let me read you the last 6 times. Markelle Fultz has played in Washington, going all the way back to 2019.
Ooh.
23 points, 19 points, 26 points, 21, 16, 20. They're giving it to us at 14. I currently have 19 plus at plus 193, 21 plus at plus 320, 23 plus at plus 520. And if he can get a 29-point game, that's plus 2,200 on its own. So as a lotto entry, give me a 21 or a 23.
Holy.
He hasn't had less than 19 points in his last 4 times playing in Washington. And this is going to be, no Bradley Beal, no Monty Morris, I think is playing, but no Bradley Beal. Like Markelle, this is going to be hopefully a Markelle show.
So I did see, no Kuzma either.
So I'm just saying, if you're not on Mush's whack ass fucking offshore, you can get 20 plus right now for plus 330 on 365. I just fucking locked that shit in. 20 plus points for plus 330.
320 for me on FanDuel. That's
amazing.
All right. So funny enough, you should say this, Mush, because I did skip over this game, but I have a prop in this game, and I know that V has a prop in this game. But V, I'm not gonna steal your thunder again, dude. But I'm gonna
take it, please.
No.
Keep giving me this thunder that I don't have.
I found another one, bro. I'll talk about this real fast, and then we'll cook the rest of the lotto. But mine is Gary Harris over 1.5 threes on the Magic. Now, Gary Harris, this is a weird prop, so don't read too far into this. But he's had 2+ threes in 4 of his last 4 games versus the Wizards. He's hit 2+ threes in 6 of his last 7 outright. He's done it in 8 of his last 10 games as well. He's also had 3+ in 5 of his last 10, and he's had 3+ in 2 of his last 3 versus the Wizards. He just had 20+ points when they played earlier this season, which was, I think, a couple weeks ago. 3+ threes for Gary Harris right now is plus 270. I like this guy to stay hot tonight. I really like this spot. I have another one, but I'll let you sprink this one on the kids, because if you guys don't know this guy's name, you need to bet on this man.
I really don't think anyone's gonna get this line anymore.
Oh yeah,
Porzingis just got ruled out.
I was gonna say it was questionable. He was questionable.
I am sorry. I can't. You can't. But his line's gonna be gone right now. But I do have a backup. But I am very, very glad that I got him at over 15.5, 20+, and 25+. So this should hopefully be some fun tonight, and not just a bunch of fucking NBA shit. Anyways, Fox over 2.5 threes. Fox 3+ threes. This is the exact same matchup. I pitched this on the Surgical stream tonight. I just love this matchup for him, man. The Blazers. I have it right here. So Blazers are one of the worst teams in terms of opponent 3-point percentage. Fox had 7 attempts last game. He went 0 for 5 in the first half. Came in the second half, playing just the third quarter, and banged 2. All we need him to do is hit one of those threes that he hit in the first half. His volume from 3 on the road has been way higher. It's one of my favorite plays today is over the 1.5 threes. All we need is 3 plus 3s, and it's plus 300, plus 330, I believe.
Dude.
So I love the value here.
I know that he's not a big 3-point shooter, but how are they still setting this guy's line at over 1.5? It doesn't
The
make any
volume's
sense.
there. He's shooting well on the road. He's shooting well post All-Star game. He's shooting 42% from 3 post All-Star game on the road. And his attempts are way up on the road because what he does is, when you're playing on the road, it's one of those things where you want to silence the crowd, take the crowd out of the game. You know what I mean? Try and get at them early. Plus, Portland gives up, I think, the second or either the most or second most corner threes, and that's exactly where Fox loves to do a majority of his work. It's right in that deep corner, pull up from 3. He had 3 attempts in his first 5 minutes in the game last game. We just need him to bang a couple of those ones, and we should be in good shape.
So is this your lotto? Is this your lotto play? 3 plus 3s.
3 plus
Fox?
3s. Yep.
And then Mush, which number do you want Fultz to be? Where do you want to roll with on that one?
I mean, shit, dude.
It's a lotto.
The 21 like plus 320, or we lotto like have them at 23 at plus 520.
Let me look at what I can get on FanDuel, but I'm sure different people have different books. But let me have a gander here. Markelle Fultz.
Like 21 at plus 320 could work for me. But his last 4, 23, 19, 26, 21. So anything in that range, I'm cool with.
I can only do over 18.5 on FanDuel, which is what I have available. But I can do the 20 plus, which is totally fine for plus 330. Works for me. And then so I got a little sidetracked because I got excited because you said this game, Mush, about the Wizards and the Magic. And I do. I mean, it's a gross game seemingly, but both of these teams, I mean, it's a close spread. A lot of guys jobs to play for. Like, it could be a pretty good game, I think. Denny Advija is the one that Avi didn't say his name in chat or say his name earlier, but his double is plus 175. It's probably changed a lot now because Porzingis got ruled out, but even his points at 16.5 is what I'm still seeing. If you can get that line before it changes again, because he'll probably drop 20 tonight especially without Porzingis. But my favorite play for the lotto is Siakam double. That's mine.
Okay.
I think I'm going to roll with the Siakam, man, for the double for the value. I really like that a bunch. I mean, it's not like like plus 200. Yeah, I know that is nice value. It's not super duper crazy, but he should get a double tonight, man.
Oh, he's getting a double tonight.
I like this play a bunch. So let's see what we got here. So we got Siakam.
I don't think that I can do. I can't put his double in on my offshore, but that's fine.
10 plus rebounds.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's a fine pivot. And if he gets a double with assists and he doesn't get a rebounds, I'll Venmo you.
Yeah, like that ass.
Siakam at 10 plus rebounds is plus 185. That brings this lotto ticket to plus 3,600. And I'm putting, what are you guys getting it at? Because mine is at plus 3,600.
Let me see. Let me get Fox 3s real fast. So Fox 3 plus 3s for me right now is plus 340. Good Lord. So Fultz 20 plus points plus 330. Siakam double plus 200. And De'Aaron Fox 3 plus 3s plus 340. I'm getting plus 55.76 for that.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
I just put $20 on plus 3,600.
Oh, I absolutely love it.
And what I had to take Markelle 21 plus, De'Aaron 3 threes, Siakam 10 boards. Let's fucking go, chat.
Honestly,
come on.
Fuck everybody in California that voted against.
Yeah. Dude, are you kidding? What are we doing, Cali? What are we
doing? Also, just so you guys know, this lotto that we just cooked up will be nowhere else. It will be in this video only. So you guys in chat, you just saw some stuff that you ain't never gonna see again.
You ain't never gonna see
again. But we will cook up a regular lotto or regular parlay right now that you will see when we're done. So let's cook up just a normal 4-guyser. We can do sides, or we can do totals, sides, or props, depending on what you guys like the most. And also, chat, this is your chance to drop in and play that you really like a bunch. That one from Sandy is kind of sticking out to me. The Mitchell over 3.5 assists. That feels kind of free. But
should we just throw Sandy in there for the vibes, make it a 4-legger?
At all.
Say it again.
I was saying, should we just throw Sandy in there for a 4th leg over 3.5 assists for the vibes? You know what I mean?
in the
Sounds
for the
sharp as fuck. Yeah, in the lay we're about to cook right now.
Let's do it. I'm into it. So that's our
Mitchell,
kickoff.
right?
Mitchell. Yep, Mitchell over 3.5 threes, over 3.5 assists. Yeah, W in stream lotto cooking. Do we do this every day, man? Every day on the show. So stop by if you like live lottos. We get vibey on the show with you guys. Also, we do a show on Thursdays and Saturdays called Afternoon Betspresso. We cook a lotto every time on there too. So you like that? Please stop by and hang out. Yeah, Chef, you said this earlier. I have not had a chance to look at it, but I'm going to look at it right now because this does look pretty surgical. Maxi PA. Do you guys have a thought about that? Because he was talking about it earlier. Do you guys, anybody got any back knowledge there?
I have no back knowledge on that one.
I don't either. This might be.
He's good, man. He's been playing super well. Like he's been playing great basketball. He's shooting well from that my buddy right here literally just said I was gonna say Maxi, and that's what's on the screen right now. So
Look at it. Are we just, should we just trust Chef?
I
Should
think
we
we
just
trust Chef.
how about this? Should we just do a chat lay? Let's just do a chat lay because we got people
do a chat
dropping.
lay.
yeah, no, we can blame them when it doesn't hit.
Exactly. We got all right. So we got bang
I would
threes.
probably say if I'm putting anything out there, Ben Mathurin PRA for me against the Thunder tonight.
Ooh. I did not even peep that game, to be honest.
Yeah.
But,
Ben Mathurin is going to continue to cook with Hallowagons out, and he'll probably play around 40 minutes. He's going to be attacking the basket, and the Thunder allow the most. It's either the most rebounds or the most assists to guards, and like the fourth most assists, fourth most rebounds to starting guards as well. 27.5. Give me Ben Math is going to clear 27.5 for sure.
is it the PRA?
PRA.
All right. Let's all right. You know what, Mush? I'm blind trust. Yeet. I'm just gonna roll with him, man. I know.
What are we doing right now? Because I was looking around. Are we gonna do a full chat layer? Are we gonna do a combo? Are we gonna do us and a chat?
Let's do us and chat because it's about us.
Let's get a little squad ride. Let's rip out a poll and we can put like five spots in there, and we'll get a little squad ride.
Yeah, best three from chat, and then verse our three. And if they all hit, everybody's best Bezos. And if they all lose, only chat's bozos because that's not us.
The boys are working.
And we're figuring it out.
Locked. What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
I'm
trying to pull this up to do a
Kawhi will play. That's why they probably lost.
There you go. I'm trying to do a poll right now, but because I don't have Twitch pulled up on my computer, and I'm trying to pull it up on my phone, but I can't. So
Can I
can't
create one here in the Twitch chat?
Yeah, do you have the Twitch chat pulled up?
I do.
Oh, dude, legendary! If you can, that would be great. All right, so I do like this Mathurin look over 20. I got 26.5 Mush, so minus 125 on FanDuel for the PRA. Ooh, Jared Allen is out for that Cavs game.
Oh, love that Brunson prop.
Ooh, we didn't even touch Brunson. Should we go back to Brunson? Should we trust Brunny to get us?
I want to, dude. I want Brunny to have a 30-point game tonight so bad.
Much, I really think that
is that the play. I mean, we already have. Go for it.
You gotta trust your gut, man. I think you gotta trust.
And we want to keep it in the NBA.
Oh, if you got baseball, I'm so.
No, I think baseball just started, but Luzardo is gonna have 8 Ks tonight.
Ooh.
For the Marlins.
I would be in piss if I did not give you all these two plays that my boy just gave me because they're both huge, like big odds. What are they? His two favorite stolen bases. Yeah. Jeremy Pena over a half stolen base for the Houston Astros, and Jake McCarthy over a half stolen base for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I don't know much about baseball, but this was his pitch from what I remember. Is that right now in the MLB with the pitch clock, with everything that's going on, it's making it a lot harder for pitchers to kind of pick dudes off and find their spots. And we saw an obscene amount of stolen bases yesterday, first day back in the league.
Yeah. 21 stolen base attempts, only 2 were unsuccessful.
Yeah, 21 out of 23 is what he just said to me.
Yeah, it's the pitch clock, plus they can only try and pick them off at first
2 times.
twice, I believe.
Yeah, so it's
wow.
it's an interesting little tidbit I think it should make for more offense. And it's probably going to come. We're probably not going to see these stolen bases lines. I think if it ends up like this, what they're at right now. So I love this. Jeremy Pena for the Houston Astros, Paul, and then you've got Jake McCarthy for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Don't tell him, but I parlayed them both. But don't tell him that.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is also from Chef, which is the standard fields over rushing yards.
Bro, my offshore poo-poo platter book does not allow any stolen base props, and that's fucking illegal.
That sucks, man. That sucks.
Well, if you want a home run, Tucker's hitting a nuke. Just
Kyle?
Jordan too.
Jordan's for sure ripping.
Bucky Dale is
And CJ Crone. CJ Crone's going back to back on the Padres, I should say.
Sheesh.
Sorry, Mush.
The
CJ Crone nuke might end up in your living room, to be honest.
I'm on his under.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
God damn it.
Fun.
All right, so this is what we have so far. We have Benedict Mathurin over 26.5 PRA. We have D. Mitch over 3.5 assists from Sandy. We have Tyrese Maxey over 23.5 points and assists from Chef and somebody else in chat that liked it. I also kind of looked at it too, and it looks very nice. I'm gonna big trust Yeet on that one too. What do we want to throw some baseball in here? Do we want to stick on the hard? I mean, there's so many games.
Yeah, let's just wrap it. Let's just wrap it with what we have.
I think that's a good one for the chat late, and let's make one 3 of us real quick.
Okay. All right. So that's a 3-legger for you guys. Well, that was actually Mush's Benedict Mathurin play.
Oh, that was Benedict Mathurin play. Okay.
Yeah. What the other one from chat was also Stone Bets with Bane 3s. So I'll put that in here instead of Mathurin. So we got Bane for his trips. If it's let me see if the lines are locked real quick.
With that game, I was looking at the total. They scored 273 2 nights ago when the total was set at 231, and they only moved the total from 231 to 236. I think that's a little sketch to me. So it's like kind of making me want to take the under 236.5, but I'm not on it yet. But that was one thing. I was like, you're not going to put it at like 240, 241. It's a little bit sus.
That is a little sus. That's a lot of sus.
I mean, 273. They were 40 points under the line when they said it, and they're only correcting it by 5. I don't know.
Okay, so chat, this is what you guys came up with. Nice little 3-legger for your Friday. Tyrese Maxey over 23.5 points and assists from Chef, and I can't remember the other person in chat, but good on you. Donovan Mitchell over 3.5 assists from Sandy, and Desmond Bain over 2.5 threes from Stone Bets, and that's plus 485. It's a job doer.
Isn't it hilarious that we just stole the owner's box idea while Sandy was right here in chat? That's fantastic.
It's borrowing, dude. It's just borrowing.
Right? I will steal everyone's plays. I will steal everybody's good ideas. I will steal everything I can find to be solid.
Survival of the fittest, bro. Come on now.
As long as credit is given, art imitates. Good art it's like you just show love. Exactly.
Yeah. Owner's box needs to stop being so good, so that I'll stop copying it.
Facts. Word. All right. So what do we want to do real quick? So we got Matt. You want to stick with Mathurin, Mush, as your 3 of us entry? Or do you want to go with something else?
I might want to go with something else. You guys keep talking.
I was gonna go with Fox, to be honest, but I think just to change it up, just because I don't want to see some like stupid shit, I'm gonna go with Claxton over 9.5 rebounds.
Yeah. Word. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna go with I'm going to go back and go with DeJounte Murray over 19.5 points. I'm going to go with DJ.
I love it.
So we got that's
I'll stick with Ben Math, bro. I'll stick with Ben Math.
I really like that play, Mush. The other day when you had that entire pitch, you're like, Prize Picks, putting this stuff up back at this line, blah, blah, blah. Just smacked.
Yeah. 27.5 should be more than enough. Should be more than enough. What are his points at?
Let me pull it up real fast.
19.5, I believe.
I thought I saw 17.5, 19.5, 20.5 now, minus 106.
Yeah.
I mean, it's moving in the right direction.
He'll be fine.
So PRA,
yeah,
that's the move. 26.5 right now.
Yeah.
Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. All right, so that's the one that the three of us just cooked up. We got Benedict Mathurin from the Pacers, his PRA over 26.5. DeJounte Murray, it's over 20.5 points now. You can do 20 plus if you want for a little juicier spot, but 20.5, I'm going to do that for the value. And then Nick Claxton over 9.5 rebounds, and that's plus 498. So ours is a little bit juicier than the chat one, but that gets the job done. So
before we do call it SPJ, there's one more play I just want to talk about real quick, and that was Jabari Smith rebounds. Just real quick, I love this matchup for him. The Pistons and this team and this game should just be like a team of two tanking teams that really just don't give a shit, putting their young guys out there to do what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of people on Ivy. I know Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. had back-to-back crazy fucking games. But quietly, Jabari Smith has kind of become a little bit of a double-double machine. In his last 10 games, he's hit his over 7.5 rebounds line, 6 out of those 10 games. And in 4 of those 6 games, he's well over 10 rebounds, 10, 11, 12 in some of them. He's become a great rebounding threat. He gets a matchup with Detroit bigs that are not really stretching the floor, that are not doing much to take him away from the basket. And the thing that I love most about this matchup is that Jabari Smith, since the All-Star game, is averaging 2.2 offensive rebounds. That's pretty insane for a guy his size playing power forward on this Houston Rockets team. You know what I mean? 2.2 offensive rebounds is insane for anybody. And this guy's doing that, and now he gets the team that ranks 26th in opponent offensive rebounds allowed, that ranks 25th in opponent defensive rebounds allowed. It's just a great all-around matchup for him. Fuck the 7.5. I'm taking the 10 plus at plus 220.
Dude, you got me so fired up with this play. Actually, so guys, go follow Vsaaauce on Twitter if you're not already. If you're not already, I don't know what you're doing.
So fucking good.
He talked about it on his Twitter earlier today. I'm glad you threw this in here at the end.
I really want to talk about this one because I feel like I couldn't get what I wanted to say on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why this show's great. I mean, hope you guys tune in every Friday. V and I kind of go through the slate. We bring Mush, we'll bring some other people on just to kind of give a little bit more in-depth analysis on stuff, but not bore you guys to tears and talking all this other bullshit. Just kind of talking about some lines, the stuff we like, talking about some games, and having some fun while we do it. So I might have to make another little auto entry with this 10 plus Jabari Smith line in there, but I might do that on my own time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, boys. It's been fun. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. You got about 15 minutes until these games get rocking and rolling. So appreciate Mush being here. Go follow Not a Mush on Twitter. Thank you so much, brother, for being here.
Thank you, Mush.
100%. Thanks for having me, boys.
As always, brother. We'll have you back for sure. V, it's been a pleasure.
Always, as always, SPJ, thank you. And thank you, everybody, for being in here.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Go check out Betting News. Check out our channel. We kind of give you guys shows every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got you covered every single day. So go check out what we got going on. You can check out the channel, and appreciate all you guys being here. Also, really quick plug for myself. Please go follow my new account at SweatPantJesus, the singular pant. I'm still banned on Twitter. My other account, still don't know why. So please go follow the new one. Really love you guys to get involved with what I got going on there. So yeah, appreciate you, gentlemen, and the singular pant, indeed. The singular
Paul,
pant.
hit my DM. I got you, bro. They don't start for a little while. Hit my DM.
Word.
All right, guys.
Boys.
Thank you so much.
Chat, take care.
Yeah, see you later, guys. Thanks so much, chat. Take it easy.
Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. You look like the gym, your favorite hobby. Swear you the baddest at the party. 2 turns to go right in the Audi. She gon' ride it like a Kawasaki. Anything you can do, I can do better. You got the juice, but the sauce is forever.